The 2012-2013 Porsche 911-991. The 911 is the most successful model in Porsche's history. It started its long history back in 1963, and since then Porsche has offered 5 distinct generations: 911 Classic, 964 Series, 993 Series, 996 Series, and 997 Series. After a long wait and a hijacking of the official images, Porsche has revealed its 6th generation ahead of its official debut at the 2011 Frankfurt Motor Show. It may be a little unorthodox for Porsche to be bringing out a new generation 911 despite the fact they just revealed a facelift version, but the requests keep changing and Porsche must answer the call of duty. Their latest target is improving both fuel consumption and CO2 emissions. The 6th generation 911, or the 991, will be a completely new vehicle, even though everyone will recognize it as a 911 model. Shortly after the launch of the 998,911, Porsche will also be releasing the Turbo, GT2, and GT3 in 2012. Update: the 8th of February 2012, the new generation 911 is now officially on sale on the US market, with prices starting from $82,100 for the Carrera and $96,400 for the Carrera S, excluding destination fees. Whether this will be a customer's first or just their latest Porsche 911, it's going to be the most invigorating ownership experience yet, said Detlev von Platen, president and CEO of Porsche Cars North America. The 911 Carrera and Carrera S are the ultimate choices for drivers who want the fun and excitement of a true benchmark-setting sports car week in and week out, not just for show or play during the weekends. Update: March 19, 2012, an American customer took his new Carrera S to a drag strip in the US to see how fast the car could run the quarter mile. While the result is unofficial, it still stands at an impressive 12.04 seconds. That's comparable to the current Nissan GT-R, which has an official quarter-mile time of 12.05 seconds. Hit the jump to check out the video of the 911-991 on the drag strip. More details on the 2012 Porsche 911-991 after the jump. Unofficial quarter mile on US drag strip. Exterior. Porsche describes the new 911 as having a flat stretched silhouette, exciting contours, and precisely designed details. The vehicle's body is constructed of aluminum steel and provides the Porsche with a weight reductions of up to 45 kilograms, or about 99 pounds. The weight reduction is matched up with aerodynamic optimization, providing reduced lift while retaining a good coefficient of drag value. An example of the aerodynamic changes is the new wider, variably extending rear spoiler. Compared to the car it replaces, the next generation 911's wheelbase is about 100 mm longer. This, plus the reduced height of the vehicle, will provide an even more muscular stance to the new 911. The Porsche's classic wide arched wings extend to an even wider front track, giving off a visual impression of width. These wider attributes are matched up with new wheels, in sizes of up to 20 inches. The exterior has also received remodeled exterior mirrors now located on the upper edge of the doors as opposed to the mirror triangles as seen on previous models. Interior. The new Porsche 911-991's interior design was borrowed from the Carrera GT and provides an environment that is more driver-focused. The center console has been moved up to the front with the high-mounted shift lever or gear selector. These elements are located especially close to the steering wheel, as is typical in motorsport. The classic instrument still finds its way into the 911 and includes 5 round instruments to guide the way. The main components of the instrument cluster include a high-resolution, multi-function screen, a central rev counter, and an ignition lock to the left of the steering wheel. Check out the online configurator for the new Porsche 911. Engine and performance. The new 911-991 Carrera's engine has been downsized from the 3.6L flat-6 to a 3.4L direct-injected flat-6 engine that delivers a total of 350 HP, mated to a new, optional Porsche Doppelkupplungsgetriebe (PDK). With no less than 7 forward gears, the new gearbox combines the driving comfort of a converter automatic transmission with the dynamic gearshift of a sequential racing gearbox. This combination gives way to a 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint time of 4.6 seconds, or 4.4 seconds when teamed up with the optional Sport Chrono package. The Porsche 911 Carrera S, on the other hand, will continue on with its 3.8-liter flat 6 with direct injection engine, but its power has been raised to 400 HP. This, plus the PDK, allows the Carrera S a 0 to 62 miles per hour sprint time of 4.3 seconds, an improvement of 0.2 seconds. That improvement increases when the setup is matched up with the Sport Chrono package, leaving a 0 to 62 miles per hour time of 4.1 seconds. Both models can also be matched up with the standard, and the world's first, 7-speed manual gearbox. All the improvements made to the new generation 911 have helped the car to significantly improve its Nürburgring lap time. During a recent test drive, the 911 991st has scored a time of 7 minutes. 40 seconds, or about 13 seconds faster than the previous model. Rumors for a hybrid variant have also been circulating, ever since a prototype was spotted with extra devices attached to the brakes. The rear hood of this vehicle was enlarged and vented, while the side vent was an illusion created by a stick-on detail. A couple of months after this prototype was seen on the streets, Autoblog reported that all the models in the next-generation Porsche 911 lineup would be offered with the kinetic energy recovery system, which has only been used in Formula One vehicles and, most recently, Ferrari models. That report was quickly shot down by Porsche Panamera hybrid development chief, Michael Steiner, who said that the company has no plans in using any kind of hybrid technologies for the sports car. That's nonsense. The system is currently applied to a race car. Nothing else is planned. The new 911 will not be offered with hybrid drive for the foreseeable future. If and when it is, then it will most likely happen as a plug-in. It would make sense for Porsche to drop a hybrid variant for this model, but as of right now, there are no concrete details supporting such a scenario. Improved fuel efficiency and emissions. Porsche has raised the performance and efficiency bar by providing no less than 10 liters of fuel per 100 kilometers, 258 mpg or 23.3 mpg US. Thanks to Auto Start, Stop Thermal Management, Electrical System Recuperation, the world's first 7-speed manual transmission and, in conjunction with the Porsche Doppelkupplungsgetriebe (PDK), sailing, fuel consumption and emissions have been lowered by up to 16% when compared to the previous 911 model. The Porsche 911 991st has electro-mechanical power steering for precision and feedback, which also helps efficiency and fuel consumption. What this translates into for the Carrera is a reduced fuel consumption of 1.6 L, 100 km, 6 mpg, or 4.99 mpg US compared to its predecessor, or 8.2 L, 100 km, 34 mpg, or 28.3 mpg US based on the new European Driving Cycle (NEDC). Furthermore, the new 911 Carrera is the first Porsche to make it below the 200 grams per kilometer mark with 194 grams per kilometer CO2 emissions. As for the Carrera S, this model's fuel consumption, when paired with the PDK, is reduced by 14%. This translates into a drop of 1.5 L, 100 km, 5 mpg, or 4.16 mpg US to 8.71 L, 100 km, 32 mpg, or 26.6 mpg US. All this and the Carrera S still managed a 15 HP boost in power. That equates to CO2 emissions of 205 grams per kilometer. Handling and dynamics. The new 911 doesn't just offer better longitudinal dynamics, however, but top performance at an unprecedented level in terms of transverse dynamics as well. In addition to the longer wheelbase, the greater agility, precision and driving stability are based, among other things, on the wider front track, the new rear axle and new electro-mechanical power steering. Depending on the model, there are other standard or optional active control systems available as well that further enhance the driving dynamics. That is especially true for the Porsche Dynamic Chassis Control (PDCC) active roll stabilization system, available for the first time on the 911 Carrera S. For example, the system reduces lateral inclination when cornering, the tires always being in the optimal position relative to the road surface and able to transmit higher lateral forces. Maximum cornering speeds are increased, even faster lap times on racing circuits are possible. Prices. Exterior options. Interior options. Packages. Exterior. Performance. Interior. Interior leather. Interior aluminum. Interior wood. Interior carbon. Audio and communications. The competition. The next Porsche 911 will take on models like the Lotus Evora and Nissan GT-R. One reason for the next 911 to be happy is that one of its greatest competitors, the Dodge Viper, will go out of production, and until we have the chance to see a new one, the 911 will once again gain its supremacy. Videos. Autocar tests the new Porsche 911 991st. Is that a production-ready rear end we see? It seems a couple of people were able to grab some video as they were following what looks to be a production-ready 911 991st as it cruised down the street. All we can say is, we've seen better. Let's hope for a quick redo before it makes its debut. Check out the video to see what we mean. Video credit, Mats Wanger. Here's the latest video that's making its way around the internet of a now barely disguised Porsche 911 doing some final rounds of testing leading up to its debut at the Frankfurt Motor Show. For your enjoyment, fellas. Love its 7-speed manual, world's first increased power, better efficiency and emissions. Leave it.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.